Hi guys, Spink here. This is episode 13 of my Let's Learn AGEOD Civil War 2. This episode is not going to be a episode where we're talking about where we're at in our current game that we're playing here. This is a supply update because I realized last night that after rewatching some of the early videos that I had explained supply incorrectly in a pretty major way. So this is basically a supply update. I may go back and re-record that video, that supply video. In which case, if you're hearing this, then that's a situation that's already been taken care of. Anyway, if you recall, I explained that the green areas was where you could send your supply through, and the orange areas is where the Confederacy could send their supply through. And that the units here in West Virginia did not have a supply line to them, and also a similar situation out in Missouri, talking about price here. Well, that's incorrect, because what we're seeing when you see the green, that is indeed which areas you can push supply through, and the orange or the brown color here are areas that you cannot. But it does not correspond to, this is the Union supply stuff and this is the Confederate supply stuff. I've never played the Confederacy, so I haven't seen it from the other side. Well, last night I got to wondering about this, and I loaded up the game as a Confederacy and saw that I was completely wrong here. If we do that, let's pull this up. We'll load this game, same game up as the Confederacy, and you see, lo and behold, Confederacy has ability to put supply all the way out here through West Virginia. So it's based on the, I believe now this is based on the military control that you have. If you have 75% or lower military control, I think either side can push supply through it. So if you see where it shows up as the other color here, it's areas where the opposing force has that great here, so 90% here. So I think it is anything over 75%. So all this area in here that I thought the Confederacy could not put supply through, well, they certainly can. And again, it looks like anything where the opposing side has 75% or lower military control, either side essentially is going to be able to use that to push supply through. Now, that said, the Confederacy still does not have a great supply situation here, because while they do have they do have a path to push supply through, their supply sources are not great. So it's still the situation for West Virginia, for the Confederacy, is still not good, but it is much better than I had originally thought. They would still want to try to secure a railroad supply line to get through here, because we do have, the trying to move supply overland through the mountains is not going to be terribly efficient, and you're not going to be able to support a particularly large force there. But I just wanted to get that out, since I've been misleading folks all this time. I may go back and redo that video number 2 that had the supply stuff in it. I may not, so just have to see on that. Anyway, thanks a bunch.